Humanity's search for happiness and progress has always been accompanied by a search for inner peace. This search has taken many forms, and many people have made significant contributions to it down the ages. To commemorate the many facets and nuances of this eternal quest, in 2017, a group of artists and spiritual seekers from the global Heartfulness community came together to establish the world's first Inner Peace Museum.
There were these international peace museums that were quite a few around the world, and a lot of them were more focused around conflicts between humans, whether it's wars or emerging conflicts between regions and so on and so forth. And we always were inspired by the thoughts of the great spiritual masters of the world, who always said that real peace and lasting peace has to be within.
They wanted to host the museum in a place that is actively used by people to further their personal search for inner peace. Kanhhe Shanti Vanaam, the International Center for Heartfulness near Hyderabad in India. This is one of the largest meditation spaces in the world and has been developed with the primary purpose of facilitating the inner journey for all, regardless of beliefs and backgrounds. The first phase of the Inner Peace Museum commenced in November 2019. Faculty and students from the Dresden University of Fine Arts in Germany teamed up with the artists in residence at Kanhhe Shanti Vanaam to create artworks in the large meditation hall.
Most of the people who came now here with the team, they have never been in India before. Maybe one or two. So for them it was also an exposure to the Indian beauty and the Indian challenges.
The process involves studying traditional Indian artwork and visiting historical sites as well.
उनका इंग्लिश उतना अच्छा नहीं और साथ में मेरा भी इंग्लिश उतना अच्छा नहीं, तो फिर वही थोड़ा साइन लैंग्वेज में बात करना, ये सब काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें था.
One of the unique things about the first phase was that it featured many artists conceptualizing and working on the artworks together, rather than individually.
There's, of course, a lot of compromise in a team, too. It's not going to be one person's idea, of course, and that's also an element that we've discussed a lot, because there's usually one person who has a little bit of a stronger vision, and so then these visions kind of lead or follow this main lead. But then everyone wants to feel like they're participating and that something that they thought of is in the final project.
Once completed, they formed the backdrop of 2 daily group meditations that sometimes included over 35,000 people. After a break for the global pandemic, artists started to visit Kanhhe again in 2022 and worked on individual artworks for the museum.
The more I became interiorized, so I can't demand the paintings. I have to wait till they come. So it's first I was a little uneasy because I was used to have control. So then I understood, okay, I don't have control. I do have control over the quality, but not so much over the subject that is appearing.
In January 2023, artists from different parts of the world came to work on artworks dedicated to the Indian spiritual pioneer, Lalaji. They exhibited these artworks during a special meditation gathering of more than 30,000 people. In September 2023, the Inner Peace Museum organized Strokes of Unity, an art retreat at Kanhe Shanti Vanam. The retreat brought together experienced and upcoming artists who shared experiences and explored new avenues together.
We attend this kind of camps, but this is something different. The space is massive, and the environment here and people, other artists also experiencing that calmness and serenity of this atmosphere.
I just had the tour of the Peace Museum here in Kanhe Shanti Vanam, and it was a touching experience for me.
It really makes you sort of reassess life and your own life and our own place in this world, and sort of sparks a new journey in a way of inner discovery.
Just how moved they are, and from the reviews, which we also did not think about. That's what when we were creating, right? So it's been a very moving experience for the audience as well as for us as a team to see that it is not just some artwork that you're passing through and you're seeing and you're enjoying, but actually to feel when you're there.
The museum continues to grow, with art retreats and special projects planned in the coming years.